Ahoy there, Legion! Vacation's over and DE's back in the office. In fact, today should be devstream 66, which of course we'll watch and recap for you on Monday. But today's guide video is on something I've seen pop up a bit recently: how to play Trinity. You got several options, but this here guide will focus on how to play her as full support. She'll be able to handle sortie level difficulty, which ain't the easiest. She won't need amazing, awesome mods, and while your mileage will go much further if you don't, we're opting to forego reactors and catalysts in our typical fashion. Not even going to use a single Forma, and heck, for good measure, all footage shown is 100% from Pugs. That's right. We're going in raw. Trinity is an excellent support frame because she not only heals your health and shields, but your energy reserves too. That's a triple whammy. You'll keep your allies alive, and their damage potential will soar because they'll have near infinite amount of energy to work with. Let's do a lightning rundown of her abilities and how we're going to use them real quick. Well of Life. It's a stun. It technically does more than that, but it's a stun. You can lock down a high-threat target with it, or keep the last enemy alive in a defense to let your pod regenerate if someone fell asleep at the wheel. It's a thing, but for the most part, you won't be using it. On the other hand, you'll be spamming the bejesus out of her last three abilities constantly, and with their short duration, I do mean constantly. Vampire will stun the enemy, deal some light damage over time, and provide you and your team energy. Should the enemy die before Vampire's complete, you basically get everything you were going to get all at once. Link provides a laser light show spawning from your gut. As long as you see a tendril, incoming damage is deflected to that enemy. This does not prevent damage like Iron Skin, merely cuts it down like blocking with melee. In fact, you might want to do that on long survival or interception games to really stretch your defensive capabilities, but that's up to you, your mods, and the situation. Blessing is your heal. It hits every teammate no matter how far away they are, and it refills shields and health. It will also apply a damage reduction buff based on what percentage of health was replaced. The more you heal, the bigger the buff. Okay, them's the basics. How do we use it in the field? Priority system, Legion. Things will vary per group makeup, mission type, and difficulty level, but as we care more about making sure the rest of the team can melt face without issue, we can bunker down and grow some extra eyes. Here's what it looks like in practice. Pick a target. Vampire. Pop Link. Check the health bars. How's everybody doing? Folks getting energy? Should you choose a closer target to Vampire next time? As long as you have the energy to cast what you need when you need to, it wasn't a waste, but you do want to maximize the benefits you provide. Get ready to cast another Vampire? Use Link's Rave Lights to point out targets nearby you might have missed. Recast Link. If someone killed your current Vampire, cast it again. If it's a trigger-happy AoE group, this can actually prove to be difficult, so keep an eye on where Link is pointing and aim for any enemy that's in range but maybe out of their blast radius. You can deal damage during slow phases if you wanna, but this can lead to tunnel vision, so you gotta be careful. Next thing you know, you gotta pop an energy restore because you done messed up and you didn't keep up on your Vampire rotation. Healing takes a bit of getting used to depending on how much support you've played in other games or in the past, but to save you some tears, people taking damage slowly is nothing to worry about. Their shields provide a buffer and will recharge on their own, so that's not a problem. But big sudden spikes do demand attention, especially with any potential for lag in the mix, so pop a heal just to be safe. It's a lot faster in the long run to use it a little early than have it go off right as they die. Then you're down at least two people because one guy's on the floor and the other guy's got to revive him. 50% of your total damage output is gone. Can lead to a death spiral, Legion. Not good eats. Of course, you'll occasionally run into people that just don't know how to get out of the fire, or folks who aren't familiar with the concept of taking cover. But that's the life of a support, Legion. It ain't pretty, but it works. Speaking of, if you were morbidly curious, here be the loadout used. This is far from well thought out. It's merely what I had on at the time because it was good enough. I didn't think about it and I was too lazy to change it. I think it was for efficiency and whatever else I could fit in the limited mod space. I don't know, it does the trick. If you want to toss in some Forma or primed mods, all the more power to you. Reactor? By all means, make a potato salad. You'll be able to tackle a lot more for a lot less effort. But newer 10.0 or folks struggling to find and level mods, take heart. You don't need top-of-the-line min-max builds. You just need to have fun. Thank you for watching, Legion. If this guide helped you out or put a smile on your face, we'd be honored if you'd like, favorite, and share it with your fellow 10.0. We always appreciate it when you does. Enjoy your weekend. Got my fingers crossed the devstream's gonna have good news in store, especially with that acquisition talk going around. Don't disappoint me, DE. Gonna make 'em sad. Catch you next time, Legion. Take care.